Hey, my voice is here. How you doing today, Ramen? Today I'm more tired than I was yesterday. I will say that. Oh, good for you. Proud of you. That's funny. Cat. Meanwhile, my cat is, he's been just like all over me all day, or all morning, I should say. He's following me around and he's like acting cute and he's like rolling on his back and it's like all right in front of my keyboard and I can't do anything. And so I'm kind of like putting my hands behind his back trying to type. And then he decides, oh, this is a good time for me to use my legs and push against my mom's body, making it even harder to type. But I'm like, what the heck? Now that I think about it, I wonder if we did a Christmas tree at my mom's house, my parents' house. I wonder if it's still up. No party people. Hey, Afro. One of those is a pot. I've been very slowly, well, not slowly, but like when I have a moment, I go online and see which viewers are bots, and I use that chance to ban them. Hopefully make it a slightly more realistic experience, if you will. I think it can be a little confusing because I have the chat open on Streamlabs, but I don't have it on... And then I also have it on Twitch, but if I want to say something, I have to, like if I want to type something in the chat, I can't type it in Streamlabs because I don't have it, I'm like not logged in or something. It's like, oh, make a new account. I'm like, no thank you, I'm fine. Not that important. I would rather just pop this out. So that is what I'm going to do. Pop out chat. Channel. I had a lot of fun doing this yesterday, despite my embarrassing voice acting, so... Manager. Okay, just making sure everyone's still alive. Do you have any Hey, Unlucky Jack. How you doing? Okay, go defend the tree with your life. How you doing, Jack? How's your day today? Am doing. It's just like, yes. Yes, I am. Yes. Which I can totally understand. Speaking of which, I dropped my breakfast. One moment, please. This is supposed to be like breakfast with Memi. Not at home. Where are you? Hello, party people. We're going to get started in like just a minute. At training. Training for what? Also, let me know if there are any audio issues, like if I need to turn something up or whatnot. Military things! Oh, I think you've told me this before. I apologize for my bad memory. I only just learned the name of my neighbor who lives next door. Like, I live in an apartment building in New York. And I've definitely heard his name before. We've greeted each other before. But I couldn't even tell you what apartment he was in until I asked. But he remembered my name, so I was like, ooh. This is just what happens when you don't leave your house. It's fine. Okay, let's continue. So, I think it was this one. 13, 19. Can I change this from not being army time? Credit. Guess not. And in case you're wondering, I actually I'm playing this in windowed mode because it's meant to be played on a console, and like I was playing it on my Switch when I first played. Yep, New York. New York City. And what was it? I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, so because my screen is quite large, I had to basically play this in windowed mode and put it like this so it was not like too big for my existence. Oh, cool. I hope you have a good time. If you have any questions, let me know. Yes. So... Oh. I thought it would save at the... That's awkward. Wait. Oops. Options... 23. Ah, okay, so I saved on the first one. I'm like, I know it ended on a to be continued. So I just want to give you a... Previously on Ace Attorney, we're on the second turnabout, which is basically what they call a case. And also, are either of you guys, or are you guys familiar with Ace Attorney and how it works? Because I can give you a quick rundown. But yeah, so previously on Ace Attorney, so we are Phoenix Wright, and our chief/mentor was murdered, and her little sister is now on trial, and we're trying to find the bad guy. You only know memes. Well, this is perfect. This is a great introduction. So, basically how it goes down is like day 1, you investigate things, like things are happening. Day 2, you go to trial, and the people give their testimony, and then you can press them on what they're saying. If they're like, oh yeah, I went to a let's say I went to a German restaurant, and then you press them and be like, you went to a German restaurant, but you were a vegetarian, and they're like, oh no, and then after that you have the cross-examination, in which they will say their testimony, and that's when you do the objection, and you do present evidence and whatnot to contradict what they're saying, and then the shenanigans begin as they lose their composure and freak the fuck out. Yesterday my British accent was severely lacking by my own standards, partly because I realized it's extremely hard to speak in multiple voices, like changing multiple characters, at like in quick succession. So there's some juggling involved, but anyway. So September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place like this. It's really quite moving. Not! You stinking lawyer, I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. For also more context. She looked all cutesy just now, and like that was her facade, and then, we found out that she might be, partly responsible for our lawyer chief's death, and so this is the true her. Scary bitch. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Have you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. Oh, so? What's your wish to ask of me then, For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me more about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Mia is the chief. Oh, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold. So criminal. Tapping people's phone is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Oh yeah, also, as you can tell by the booba, she would use her feminine wiles to make the most of her manipulation. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it. Bottom-feeding cum. I was like cum. Scum-sucking lawyer. But bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Okay, so this is part of the investigation phase because this is right before day 2 of the trial. So I can examine. I've already examined this. There's not much information to get from here, but you can present all the evidence that you found so far, and sometimes you can get responses out of them. So, like, we have a autopsy report that she was died from a blunt object and may have lived for a few minutes after being hit because allegedly she wrote the name of her sister on the back of a store receipt. So it's like, well, clearly she wrote the name of her killer. It's like, well, I don't know. And so her sister's name is Maya. This is Maya's phone, and it had a conversation talking about this clock. This is a clock that's a heavy statue made of the thinker. You move its head and it says, I think it's 5 p.m. basically. And so the gears have been removed. Yeah, so Miss May was using this wiretap to hear on their phone call and then frame May, the sister. And yeah, so she said, oh, the victim dodged an attack and then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. And then this is the office. So you come in here and Phoenix Wright came in and he saw his dead mentor and also her sister crying over her. So I was like, ooh, what happened here? Okay, so now I've already forgotten what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm just gonna go over this again. Just so I can... Does she have anything against lawyers? Maybe it was the wiretap? Is it maybe this man? Okay, so we're trying to see if I can show her something that will tell us more about the man. But I don't think that we have anything right now, and there are no repercussions to trying, so... Let's try this.
Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost, because, well, I'm not cooperating.
Thanks, I noticed. So that was an example of whatever you're showing them, they're not gonna have a normal response to. Either because they don't have anything to respond to, or, you know, just for story purposes. Let's try moving to the hotel where she was staying at, because she's the one who reported the death, because it's right across the street from the window of the law offices. September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It would be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir. Not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious guy here is... person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry a sense of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. 𝗟𝗶H𝗀𝘀. If you have a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely, and on the subject I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Alright, now we examine... Before we found the wiretap where the screwdriver was. Huh, there's still a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. Ah, please leave that as is, sir. That's the Drawer of Terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. And so normally it's, because this was a console game, you would basically just move it like side to side. So it's a little... Actually, now I just kind of realized this by accident. This is a way for me to kind of highlight it without, because if I just click, I won't necessarily know. A vase, as expected. I'm not good with flower names except maybe tulips and sunflowers. A simple bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. Nice weather again today. I can see the Faye & Co. offices, of course. Ah, yes. We plan to install a Tesla... Oh my god. Sorry, I'm still recovering, but this caught me off guard. Ah, yes. We plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view of a kill. Just kidding, sir. Oh. By the way, by that look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. What can I present him? What does he have to say about the wiretap? I'm sorry. All I could think about during the trial was the hotel. I wasn't paying much attention to the evidence. Okay, dude. Okay, it doesn't look like we have much more here, but we now know that he is willing to identify the guy. Okay, so the 𝗟𝗶H law offices. Originally when Maya was caught... Oh! There was a big painting here, but now it's missing. But there's this big fancy lawyer, and for some reason he was really nervous and he refused to actually take the case. There seems to be, like, some third party that's interfering. September 7th, 𝗟𝗶H law offices. Huh. Looks like the 𝗟𝗶H is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Oh. What's this? What's this? Old photos? There are 2 lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6. Incident AB. I mean, Exhibit AB. DL6. Incident. Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person before somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just a little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Add it to the court record. But this is the one I really want to see. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. Swap photos. I think I'll swap them. The photograph added to the court record. So for some context, I have played this one a while ago. But there's some that are like really hard to figure out, especially towards at the farther you go along. So if it seems easy now, it's all an illusion. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of I think it was Marvin. I don't know who Marvin is, but wasn't it? Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. Wait, maybe it was the fisherman. Because it was a fisher, it was a singular man, but I didn't know if it was Marvin, I don't remember. Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable okay, well, I guess that doesn't tell us much. I don't think there's anything else of interest here. So now that we have a picture, we can go back to the hotel and question the guy. Take a look at this photo. Oh, that's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit to swear that it's him? Swearing it's him. An affidavit? This guy's way too excited about this. Well, sure, why not? I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Bellboy's affidavit. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. The detention center. Ask the angry lady. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason why I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my... You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Everyone keeps calling him a spiky head. David. Could this. What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with. Who was most definitely this guy? Now I'm getting somewhere. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if it is indeed an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been a witness to murder, your little friend, was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine. You win, lawyer. Yes. Man, that felt good. Feels great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with.
That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of conglomerate Blue Corp.
Red? White? Information gathering?
Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency.
So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder?
I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her.
It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where the Blue Corp is located? Dun, dun, dun. Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit is discarded. No longer a need for this. Ah! This is the painting I was talking about. Is he missing a hand? Oh no, it's over here. AI. September 7th, Blue Corp incorporated a CEO's office. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name? What is your name? I was just inquirably asking the title of that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright it is. Is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I've intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp, you know. Corporation expansion official. Ding. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does the mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Miss May. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear that what she had done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, where were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'll be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho! The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I built this business into the grand office you see now. In case you're wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as a founder and CEO, named it so. And why, do you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, isn't it? Is it not? There's something that's been bothering me. Yes? What might that be? That big painting on the wall over there? When did you get it? Say, when did you get that painting? No idea. I forgot. I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, 𝗟𝗶ৃH𝗸𝘀. So, 𝗟𝗶ৃH𝗸𝘀. The name of the offices of the other thing was Grossberg, so hence 𝗟𝗶ৃH𝗸𝘀. What? Oh, oof. He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from 𝗟𝗶ৃH's, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he tell you? Perhaps he will explain how a man can live his life purely for personal profit? Go on now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Let's see if there's anything here that is... I guess not. There's not really anything here. He's not gonna talk. I think we're going back here. Oh, there he is. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Ahem. Jumping Josephets! Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. Right, Mr. Wright? I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I played 𝗟𝗶ৃH𝗸𝘀. Oh, I see. Mr. Gross, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... your big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day. Where was it there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it, today. It was in the CEO's office at 𝗟𝗏corp. Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you... Yes, and I know what it is. I think I know what it is. You are lovers. Maybe he's blackmailing him. Mr. Wright has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well, this may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. Now I'm like, maybe I should have saved just to see what they'd say. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. 𝗟𝗏corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? Basically, they're the mafia, is what they're saying. All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It's hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns the judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They're bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see here is nothing more than weight of many years. Heh. Puns. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than a sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium. A spirit medium. That must be Maya and Mia's mother. For reference, they come from a family of spirit mediums. A medium. Her name was 𝗟𝗡. Faye! Indeed. She was Mia's mother. Oh, well, I guess I could have just waited. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. In that case, that case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know that they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches, and it's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began to look for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she had found. Dun dun dun. Sorry, sir, I borrowed this. Ah, so it was you, my boy. Who is this man? It's a long story. I'll be needing that back now. He doesn't want to talk about it for some reason. I better give him back the photograph. Photograph returned to Mr. Grossberg. I don't think I needed it anyway, but I'm just like, maybe I should have kept that. Okay, I think we can go back to the office now. It's funny, looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing that's missing is Mia. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. The sky is blue and so am I. There's the hotel right across the way. All the cases the chief has ever worked are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Let's see if there's an A record in this file that catches my eye. A, B, C, baby F. 𝗟𝗡. That's me and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Yeah. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to— oh, it's Mia saying it. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself this way. Using the powers that run in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold information for riches. The other was the man who sold the information to the press. This parasite, who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is— the record stops here. So Mia knew Grossberg. Oh, I wonder who that other guy is. JS. Let's see, J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Skim. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part's here, in the end, S. Suicide? Ooh. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Newspaper clipping added to the court record. Last section. Yes, check them. T, U, I know. W, white. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? I wonder by who? Okay, so... maybe the... Detention center? Apparently Miss May is in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Okay, so... Present. I found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you want to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. I wonder if I didn't think of that before. Okay, well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Oh wait, I wanted to examine... This painting was, until yesterday, hanging in Mr. Grossberg's office. Why does Mr. White have it now? It's not hard to imagine a few possibilities. An impressive lineup of trophies. Judge's Special Runner-Up, Best Participation. Judge's Cooperation Award, Special Good Try Prize. The words judges and special kind of stand out. He probably strong-armed them into giving him something. A statue of a man holding up the world. Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. The motto for the man is, of course, Mr. White. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk? My, this is quite the, thing. Okay. Oh, one more. This is the top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. I'm gonna present him with this clipping. Better not take it. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how... I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him, either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing right now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office. Hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. What is he right or wrong about? I already forgot what he said. I'm gonna save. You're absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I think I've done better. I found him. He's sitting right in front of me. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. April may tap in your phone. Then, when Mia was murdered, all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work that out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office. You won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White? Is that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers' association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they'll make you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts! Harry Butts! Right, actually. Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. September 8th, 3:37 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. I can't believe it's only... My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. Edgeworth is his rival, who's willing to do anything to achieve his goals. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Mr. Wright. This is the sister. Oh, Maya. Great. They let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you... I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does it take a man to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother. My sister. And now you... This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... She's not a lawyer, but maybe cheer her on? Well, you could cheer me up for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me. Huh? I better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Wait. What? I'm kidding. This is just a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway.
But, I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind.
Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be there.
I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crime it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I'd end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case, with the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. Don't forget to hydrate. On to the next. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, number 1. Something's happening with my straw. What the heck is happening? Okay.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today.
Ah! For Phoenix, look!
Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try and attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have to do with... What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? You're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Why? How could you torment me and torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How do we know that? The guilty will always lie, avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty and who's innocent. All I can hope to do is to get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed.
Hmm? Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix?
Well, court will be starting soon.
What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay, let's do this. September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I'll be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness on the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection, I suppose it's me. Objection! Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red-White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage. Your name? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name! These two are great together. My name is Red-White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or more used to a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel at the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Ahem. Why? Tell me what you know already. Why tell you what you know already? Very well, Mr. Wright. Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Oh, I hope you have made your peace with God, you Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly that is, reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then that I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly that is, reading to you, some papers by the window. And outside. Surprised, I turned to the building across the way. Then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Press! Spiky-haired? Wait. But the point that the reason why I pressed it was because a previous testimony said it was a woman, and that's why it was Maya. But I guess technically you saved her, so I don't know. What do you just say directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony? Miss May clearly stated the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes. 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? What did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know that she had been tapping the Faye office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Faye woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and it was all over. Let me see this. Victim dodged an attack and ran to the white when she was caught and struck. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are... Oh, I got this one wrong. How exactly are the evidence in that statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think about the facts before you making accusations. This is pretty much the only, like, situation where you get negatively impacted by your choices. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impact and it was all over. Did Edgeworth prep this guy too, I wonder? Anyway, I better find the weakness in there. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly perusifying that I was reading. Blah blah blah, I heard bedlam from outside. Surprised, I turned to the building across the way. It was then I saw him, spiky-haired man, attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was nothing than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss Way over, too, and at once, and she, too, was surprised. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and then it was all over. I thought he was going to mention the fact that she said she was watching a soap opera. Oh wait, but this is just still the... Oh, okay. So they're telling me I didn't do enough. Some papers by the window, then I heard bedlam coming from outside. Spiky-haired man, facing with long hair. What was Miss May doing at a time? Oh, wait. I just went through this. The victim, she ran away, but gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, then it was all over. Impaction? Did you just mean impact? Ridiculosity. I think you need to brush up on your language skills. On second thought, perhaps I better leave the whole language thing alone. Did Edward prep this? Okay. Apparently it's about 9 p.m. I'm just gonna freaking press everything. What the time it was, because I'm always absolutely perfect, you know. No, you're not getting away with that. You're so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he didn't testify that he testified that he did not see you at the time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course you could not see me. You would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? I was quietly perusifying. I was reading some papers at the window. Okay, did I not do enough? Does he, like, not know how to read secretly or something? A bedlam? Oops. It must have been a while. It must have been while you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Okay, that didn't do anything. Surprised, I turned around to look at the building. Okay, what is it that they want me to press exactly? So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound? But of course, I'm no snoop, peeping out of windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You made a career out of snooping. Okay, I think this day the new lawyer. chase. Could you be a little more detailed than that? Oops. I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? Be sure. As you know, I'm always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left, and you gave chase. Wait right there, Mr. White. You've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. That directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it's simple. You must have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Oh, very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run to the left. But it's his left because he's the killer! So how did he witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, it does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of 𝗟𝗶H & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look. Then the victim ran for the door. If he was watching from this point, to him it would appear she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That was where the killer was standing. No shit, Sherlock. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. The postulations of the defense are in the distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Oh, you provide us with such entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment makes me remember something. It appears I've been unclear, and for this I apologize. Your Honor, may I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. That's what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? Objection! That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the defendant's witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, and as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. What do you mean next? Next after come first. I know that. And that's all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. You chased her and delivered a final blow. She died almost immediately, so that's why I'm like, stop saying it was me. But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. May I continue? That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Saw to the girl, she returned left, and you saw her. This one might... Yeah. Objection! I call cap! Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court that you were 𝗟𝗶H𝗸𝘀? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Oh, okay. Well, you see, I looked to the other window when I heard that thing fall. What other window? Then, the next moment, I saw Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap indeed. One second, I'm going into penguin mode where I put on my onesie thing. Getting cold. Okay. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it's hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Well, you see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, the glass light stand. You're right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yes, it is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was laying on the floor when I looked. Because it was broken, so that's why I'm trying to press it. The light stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? What? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait! One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. White's falling apart. Your Honor, please. I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered by any further. Right. Sorry. Please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. Then, the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. Now before you said that, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused, but don't worry, we all know what happened now. Then you did her in with a single shot. He's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something, but it won't be easy. Maybe now I can... Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof! Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me exactly when it was that you saw the stand. Answer the question. Isn't it obvious before it fell over? So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There is a big problemo, problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I had this straight. You saw the glass light through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct. That is so. It is conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. The person in the hotel could have not seen the stand before it fell over. Because it was hidden. Look at this. These are the floor plans at the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were looking through the window of the office, this is the area you'd be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity? Mr. White, if you were in the Gateway Hotel as you claimed, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen it from is from inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Your Honor. Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our own verdict. That's far enough. Phoenix Wright. Oh, I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crimes now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The what? The wiretap? This guy. Shaking my head. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court. Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is heading. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fey. What does that have to do Your Honor. The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't, Mr. White. In order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Faye's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes. In order to place the wiretap, I breached the Faye & Co. law offices. That's when I saw the accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. However, it is a fact that Mr. White has been to that office well. Hey, Luke. Hey. It has been a fact that Mr. Wright has been to the office well before the murder took place. How you doing, Luke? Oh my god! Thank you so much for the follow! Ah! Time to cry. I hope you're doing well. I'm good, I'm good. A little tired, but, you know, doing my thing. And let me just check that. If you are who I think you are. You, just double checking. You're Frodon, aren't you? Van Wiggleworth? Now I'm like, I'll be embarrassed if I'm wrong. It's been like a hot second since I've seen your name. And it's like, you have like in-game name, and then you have Discord name, and then you have so many names. But I apologize if I'm wrong. Anyway. When he went to the place, when he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Yep. Okay, that's what I thought. Good to see you again. Yeah, thank you so much for the follow. I think I might have said something else, so... Yes, thank you so much. You will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Oh, you're all good. Do you understand spoken English better than being able to write it? Which I know can be a common thing. You're pretty fast with that translator, I have to say. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Faye & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you're able to identify what had fallen over. By the sound? Yes, I do. Correct, that is right. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Gah, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. It was in the beginning of September. I'm mixing up my accents. September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Faye & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. Really? Oh yeah, I guess you're right. I was thinking of there was someone else who I was streaming Palia, and they, like we met in the game, but I was streaming something and they joined. But yeah, I think I mixed you guys up for a second. But I'm glad to see you're still around and kicking. That is when I saw this glass night light stand. There is nothing they am pressing on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough I can bluff something out of him. Press. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before. Right. I had entered the 𝗟𝗀𝘀 law offices. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the 𝗟𝗀𝘀 law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the 𝗟𝗀𝘀 law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. Oh, nice. Congratulations on having it in your language. Hopefully it actually is a decent translation. Excuse me. Sorry, I've been sick. Remember to stay hydrated. It's been a while since I've been on Palia because of the bug where you can't play with people in different regions, like European and US. So I haven't been able to play with Demi, who's the Portuguese you met me with. Demi 𝗟𝗶𝗀𝘀. So I haven't been able to play with him, and since they broke so many things with the update, I just haven't felt interested in playing. It's been sad. There's no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That was when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. Oh, really? In America, we don't typically say, like, bless you or something like to that equivalent, or good luck or get well, unless it's a sneeze. And Demi, like, partly as a joke, likes to, when I cough, he will say, bless you, or like, get well, like that sort of thing. So it's funny how you guys are in two very different countries, but there are some similarity in culture. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough I can bluff something out of him. Okay, so there's clearly some evidence that I need to show. Oh no. Oh, weird. Yeah, okay, so good to know that it's also... bless you. I don't know! Whoops, that didn't go so well. Of course, I had done so to place a wiretap. Tisk tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. Maybe this is supposed to happen? I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Dun dun dun. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, there you are, finally awake. Gah! I guess he fainted again. Hey, Phoenix! Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae family women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appeared it was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's why I came here to tell you. But... We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the courtroom record, yes? Yeah. The one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix! White wrote that, not me. So... What do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? Yes. That's totally accurate, Afro. How to channel the spirits of the dead to get a care of your body. Oh, thanks, Luke. I appreciate it. Especially because it's hard to switch between them. I'm really waiting. I know that there's a character later that I definitely will be applying a country accent to, and it just much more naturally to me. And I really want to get to it. It looks like a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item: glass light stand. Date of purchase: September 4th. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that light stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Receipt updated. September 9th, 1:16 p.m. District Court. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let us start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is that you pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Objection! Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Wah! You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of the receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder! You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Faye & Co.'s law offices in the beginning of September, The stand could have not been there. Ah! Well, Mr. White? Can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. I'm so impressed that I got that in one try. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand that there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. You'll agree, you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix, right? Eh? What? No way he can worm out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there's no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No! There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. Gah! The witness will stay. Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what is this? Memo received from Mia, a list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I'd like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop. Make him stop. How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit to your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with a thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again! That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well. This court finds the defense... rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Not guilty! Wah! That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot helping me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not Chief anymore. Phoenix? can you come to the office tonight? Say, 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia! September 9th, 9:02 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia, I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Wahahaha, you should have seen your face. Mia. What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might not be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wnite & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here. Ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said it was what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means, right? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it's Maya's fault I'm here right now, but if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wnite & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Oh. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay. Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on! Time's a-wasting. Okay. Wait up. Now I want burgers. The end. Which is not to say it's the end of the game. Well, it might be the end of the game. It's the end of that turnabout. A brand new episode is added. Oh, look! We have mechs! We have nerds! We have angry old women! Intrigue! Yeah! Okay, it's been about 2 hours. I still have at least an hour left. Because I like to go at least between 9 and 12. So on to the next. Yes. What a riveting conversation. Not conversation, you know what I mean. Ah, your girls disgraced me for the last time, Sid. Moon cries for your blood. Oh, I should maybe do a hero voice. The moon? No, it is you who should gain a base upon the moon, for it to be the last moon you will ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Why is that going so fast? Whoa! Ah! The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns! October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wnite & Co. Law Offices. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? And then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen, not like you, Lick. Lick? I said Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Oh my god, they're babies. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids when they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the 𝗏 offices. How am I going to pay their rent this month? Relatable. It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Ooh. Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy in the show? Yes! They're saying the Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No! I mean he actually did it in real life! He skewered a villain with his samurai spear! I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick. October 16, 9:22 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers played the lead role in the popular kids show, The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-old... Is it like ye-old, but like Neo, like new? Ye-old. Okay, sorry. Warrior of Neo-old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who played the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found struck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, 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 it's a nightmare. Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. That ringing is so shrill in my ears. Yes, Wright & Co. Law Offices. What? Nick. It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided that this will be our first case. What to do? Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No! We just don't have enough information! Okay, I guess it's time to go then. October 16th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once, maybe twice. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No, no, no. This is getting off to a great start. I was trying to give him like a high voice, something that's like unexpected. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Okay, I guess I got his personality right. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon, but when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Oh no! They took off his mask and discovered it was 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝘀, dead! He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes! It's a long spear that It's the steel samurai is what the steel samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the steel samurai is. Nick, how could you? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, what's new to this? Who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action sequences until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up it was after 5. I was late for rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What would the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Oops. Can I examine him? No. Remember to hydrate. October 16th, Global Studios, main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited? Hey, you there! Or, what's an old lady voice? It's a good old lady voice. I'll just be old, generally, I guess. You want in? You gotta get through me. I got it. I found it. Oh, sorry. We're lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure the gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers. Sightseers. Tourists. Demi, welcome back. We started a new case, which I think you'll appreciate. It's basically, like, we literally just started a few minutes ago. We finished the other one. Started this one, so you might have to watch back. But good morning. And also, I think Luke is still here, so we got our Portuguese boys. But yeah, so this case, there's a popular kids show. It's called Steel Samurai, and he's always fighting the evil magistrate. And yesterday, the samurai who was the hero, was accused of murdering the evil magistrate because, like, the actor who does the evil magistrate was literally had the samurai spear through his chest, and so we're trying to find him not guilty. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came snooping around. Youth today. Something horrible happens and all you... Oh my god, don't you have jobs to do? Lawyers like the rest of us? Maybe I should become a lawyer too. Sounds like a life of ease loafing around. I was young. Gosh, it's so fast. Hippie clothes. What are you coming to? There's my... I couldn't keep up. I could read fast enough, but I couldn't get out my math fast enough. Nick, will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen to when you're being spoken to. Youths these days. Youth today, I should say. So, what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No! You were a star. Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know.
Yeah, me neither. I genuinely tried. I didn't know that was gonna happen, but then once I realized it was happening, I genuinely tried to, like, say it as fast as possible. I'll work on that, because I'm sure she has other lines like this.
This place has really gone hill, you know. But 10 years ago, that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was.
Hammer.
The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now, not exactly best material to work with.
Can you tell me about Mr. 𝗟𝗶𝗹𝘀?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. And that's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought that he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that 𝗟𝗶𝗹𝘀 is guilty.
Powers?
Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. It's my job.
What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer would live in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. That's enough to make you cry.
Why are you so certain that Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right there here yesterday, I was.
I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is left here. Is to the left here.
So if you want to go inside the studio, you have to pass through me. Only one person went by here between 1 and
2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool.
But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it.
Isn't that about time that you start heading home?
There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
Humph. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in.
This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Okay, so I guess we go back to the detention center.
Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio.
Oh, the security guard lady? She's terrible! She called me suspicious looking!
Yes, actually, she's said the same thing to me before.
Take off that mask,
were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio, but let her see you stumble once and she'll never let it up on you.
Grr, she's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation?
Of course.
Powers' request added to the court record. I just hope that this will get me past the security lady. Mr. Powers, aren't you hiding anything from me? You aren't hiding anything from me, are you?
What? No, I would never do that.
Earlier you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch.
Yes, like a baby.
But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise.
Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business and I need every advantage I can get.
I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. It's probably... someone was probably using his costume, and so that's why she thought it was him. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Hmm? Yes, I recognize that bold, childish scrawl. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youth of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one is allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Okay, let's do a little examining. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching! The maid entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressed up against the gate. Looks like a studio van. They probably used it to carry around film equipment. An overhead map of the studios. Right from there is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. Okay, I think that we've got everything we can. Outside Studio 1. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah! It's that confused detective! Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea the other day, gloomily staring out the window. So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth is in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. Not always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd like to say he's a character, alright? Love me some gumshoe. So, how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little bit more indirect with your questions. Right. So, detective, mind if I go take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Time of death, 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. Cause of death, pierced through the chest by a spear. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security guard at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it if that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said. She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence?
Well, that or photo. The photo of the steel samurai heading towards the steel scene of the crime.
What? Who took that?
See the camera up in the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by that camera, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no!
Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone who is hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you said— You didn't look so happy when you said that. Oh!
I would like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't found already. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go! We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out.
Hey, there's a camera here. That's the security camera. It takes pictures of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number on this plate of the camera. 𝗟𝗶H𝗸𝘀 That must be the camera ID number. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, aren't you on the case?
Well, yeah, but hey, us detectives gotta get tired of standing around too, pal. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it too. Detective Gumshoe. What's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh yeah, that way's kinda dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission.
Huh? You sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always be quit to be a detective and work here.
Yeah, what perfect timing, the studio mascot down for the count.
Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal?
The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go and find it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked.
Looks like you need a car key to get in. Sorry, I just realized it was him talking. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Okay.
Nick, look. That security gate.
That station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough that she doesn't need to chew them.
Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet?
She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk to the detective himself. These things are so important, you know.
Oh, just to the left here is the gate with the camera took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in an old central position. Or in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen going through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security guard got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is. Maybe. Was it you? Yeah! Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star at the studio. Was? Past tense? Oh yes. He was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He's shown the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate. That's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, but who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, this is the camera. It's automatic. It can tell you when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a photo too, but I don't bother myself with those details. I just look through all the photos on the computer over the guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. I think that's... You can go to the employee area first. Willpower's October 16th, Global Studios employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Power's dressing room. No one's here soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. A window next to the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be a star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something like a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like that. The samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. So normal. I was expecting some cool themed snack or something. Popcorn at least. Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this. Ladies first. Scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean. T-bone in one of the plates minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you sure know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in the film studio? I think that is it. We can go inside. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping? No one actually saw him take a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the entrance of the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. There's some regular suits among these costumes here. Those must have been his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of those costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Sorry, excuse me. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! Keycard. It must be Powers. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Keycard added to the court record. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell me the name just by leaving the show just by looking at a wig? I am kind of like samurai movies. Kinda? They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Okay. That's it. Move. Now we're gonna go to the Studio 1. See if she has anything to say. Oh. Hey, detective, take a look at this. What's that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't show him that. He'll confiscate it. Oh, I just wanted to show it off. Okay, I guess we can't use that. I mean, I figured, but also, like, doesn't hurt to try. Okay, so they want us to go to the employee area. I know we just came from the employee area. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found 𝗟𝗶's body. Let's go inside and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this keycard we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened. Right, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? You're really quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed them. The murder weapon was the steel spear. Sounds pretty weird, real to me. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things by based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. They outlined where 𝗟𝗶's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate's costume. I guess that's why the head looks part of the helmet. Funny, I expected a steer stab would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Hey, look! That chair's that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clapped at the start of filming. And look! A megaphone! A real live megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. Wow, look at that camera! It must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that. Sorry, my partner's kinda, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you?
Oh, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with the props. I help with the props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. Will WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us.
Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see.
Only one assistant?
Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was the only rehearsal for our action sequences.
Oh, I see.
In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area.
WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place.
After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. And then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers is sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind of... No, no. I'm sure you're a fine girl. Oh, sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Power's alibi. What do we do now, Nick? They haven't found anything. If WP is the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm here. That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Also, sorry there seems to be like random white flashing. I'm not sure where this comes from. I mean, it's part of the game, but I don't know if it's a glitch or something. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. Stop, cat. My cat's trying to eat my mouse. No mouse for you. No. Stop. No. Theo, stop. Stop. I'm gonna kick you out if you keep doing that. You sensed? What's the intensity of the dialogue? My cat attacking my mouse? Yes, several times. Some of the other studio employees, maybe? Oh, some of the other... oh. You think so? Maybe. No, I don't think so. That's funny. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That's helped us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put the security lady on the spot. So you think that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in the witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone came into the studio, she must have seen them. Wow, look at that camera. Wait, oh, I just clicked that, so don't touch it. Yeah, yeah. Because I was over here, so I thought it was different. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course. That's the mountain, 𝗟𝗶H. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in old Tokyo? Have you ever seen Mount Fuji from there? Not old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Tokyo. Oh, right. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, the lighting's fine, but I'd want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Okay, let's talk to the old lady. October 16th. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to get through here during those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone out from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares to question me? Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant of Studio One. I'm an employee. All you youngins are nowadays running your mouths like there was no tomorrow, and the other thing was some young ladies knew a thing or two about respecting your elders and is crying the shame that you used to... Ah! I think this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. I think I did a pretty decent job getting through her Speed run. I kind of lost track of what I was supposed to be doing, but let's see if I can talk to him. Apparently, they have Mr. Powers in for questioning. Right. Look, pal, that camera takes a picture automatically whenever someone walks by. And it took a picture of Will Powers. I have to ask him about that photograph. Oh well, let's try again later. Maybe if I go to... Sometimes it feels like it happened repeatedly, like it was a glitch. It was like so quick. But perhaps it could be something else. Okay, I'm gonna try and go in the studio. Maybe we can talk to that girl one more time. No one's here. Wonder if the security is mad at that assistant. Oh, that's definitely a possibility. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Do I go back to the employee area? I mean, I guess I can go to the offices. That's the last place I haven't gone. What's going on, Nick? Powers said he was sleeping in his dressing room. But now there's a photo of him going to the studio? Don't look at me. How should I know? What do you think? That photo the detective was talking about is the problem here. Well, it's hard to say without seeing the actual photo ourselves. But if it is Powers in that photo, his alibi is shot. Only one person went to the scene of the crime before the murder took place. And there's a photograph to prove it. I guess that makes sense. That person is the killer then. What do we do, Nick? Maybe there was someone else who could have gone to the scene other than Powers. Let's take a look. Maybe that security lady missed someone. One thing's for sure. If there are any clues, they'll be in that studio. Okay, is that good enough now? Okay. Yeah, okay, so... Can I explore something else then? The security guard station. That security guard must like junk food. There's a mountain of it in the desk here. I can see the computer runs the security cameras. Okay, but let's break in! Okay, I feel like I've been stuck here before, like in the past. Like, what more do they want me to do? What am I missing here? Maybe back in the dressing room? I'll go in the studio one more time. Nope. Aside from being weirdly quiet. I mean, the only thing I can think of left is the employee area. No, 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 no. I could go for some Doritos right now. Slide? What? Wait, hold on. Q. What the fuck? The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. It's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in there that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Because I knew there was a sliding mechanism, but I thought that they would make it so you could drag rather than having to click a button. If you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Wait, hey, I'm not a kid. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. It looks like a castle. Probably Neo Tokyo Castle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? Makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Okay. So now we go to every other place and check to see if they have a glide feature. Nope. Still gonna check anyway. Not the glide part, but I didn't miss anything. No, no, no. Oh! I wonder what else is inside Power's bag. Stop that. My partner, the thief in training. Okay, I guess nothing of note. Okay, move to studio main gate. Move to outside Studio 1 area. I have a feeling that inside Studio 1 there's a glide. No, there's not. What the heck? What is this? I suddenly got closer and then it gets taken away. Bye. What kind of tomfoolery is this? Not here. I know I can't glide in here. What the heck? Okay, now I feel like I had to go back to the employees area. I mean, what else could it be? Something's... Oh. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back. Okay, well, what's the last thing that's clearly not being mentioned here? What is the elephant in the room? Elefante. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, we went through this. I know. Okay. Yeah. Where is the last thing? Okay. There's no slide. I guess we're just... effort here. I don't know why I said that. I think I'm getting tired. What, can I go in now? Maybe you can see- Oh, what? This is so stupid. What, now I can see it? I couldn't see it before? I definitely clicked it before. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just had to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. I think it was... Maybe this one? There, entered. Hey! It printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he's the one who's always wearing that suit. Like, they thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Hmm? Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's one more photo in the data that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Powers photo added to the court record. Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll pull that security lady and we'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I give you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate! Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done here for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Clearly it's not him, that guy is huge and this person is tiny. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is the security lady? Okay, save. Yes. Okay, I think it's time for me to take a nap. I woke up early again today, not as early as yesterday, but something. And then probably do some breaking, but I'll be back tomorrow at the very least. So thank you for hanging out, it's been fun. Yay, let's go find some samurai in my dreams. Bye, have a good one.